at home, hello Jane. We'll start lying down if you would. Just be in pose of awareness with me. Both knees bent, both feet on the floor. Take a moment and just have a sense of welcoming your body home onto your mat and just kind of getting the sense of being present and centered on your space. Letting yourself lengthen and line up long. Invite your breath to just ease through your body and move through it. Maybe breathing into any tension you might feel in the face or the shoulders, into the back. I'll let my knees just bend one into my chest and then the other. Just a small bit of movement, having a sense again of connecting to my body, truly feeling it, and starting to note that movement and breath could come together. So inhale the feet down, and then exhale a knee to chest. And maybe taking just that lovely moment of pause to be. And it might feel nice to pause with both feet on the floor as much as pausing with one knee into your chest, but just finding what speaks to you today. And then just let that go and return to pose of awareness, knees bent, feet to floor, arms at your side, palms facing up. If you can, let your eyes close and just start to listen to the naturally occurring sounds in your space so that you start to connect more with your sense of hearing. And that what you hear just comes to be in the background. You might even identify the sound of your heater, or the sound of the breeze in the tree outside the window, or the sound of a car passing by. But you identify it and you let it go. I invite you to do the same with your thoughts. As you are lying here in pose of awareness, if a thought comes to you, simply identify it, name it, and let it go. You acknowledge the thought, but you do not dwell upon it, nor give it power, nor devote your attention to it. It's simply a thought. We name it, we release it. You might start to notice that there's a natural pause between thoughts. If there's a momentary pause, allow yourself to be in that space. allow your breath to deepen as you feel yourself being in this space that is simply a pause, a moment of stillness for you. Invite into your stillness an intention for your practice. And can you articulate it as a statement, "May I be," and repeat it 3 times. And then take a deep breath and let your palms come to your heart center and greet yourself into your practice. Namaste. Maybe just let the hands move a little bit. And you might come back to those feet and knees moving into the chest and back to the floor. And then gently bring both knees up and into your chest. Give them a nice, easy hug. I'm going to start working with my strap, and I'll just reach for it. If you would, strap the right foot. We'll just let there be some light, easy movement at first. We'll take that right leg down and up. So just light, easy movement again. You may find you want to breathe in one particular way, inhaling down and exhaling up, or maybe the reverse. And the next time that leg comes up, let's keep it to the sky. Feel that the back of your pelvis is heavy into the mat, your shoulders, your ribs. I sometimes let myself think about what it would be like to be on a very perfect beach. Not too much sun. It's nice and warm, not too warm. No sand on my towel, just me on the towel, on the sand, and I can feel the warmth of the sand and how my body sinks into that warm sand. And that's what we have, this sinking of the shoulders, ribs, and hips into your mat. And gently release. Let that leg stretch out long, both legs out. And then take it soft and easy with knees bent. Left foot to be strapped, left leg up and down. Again, just a few times, let it move comfortably and easily for you. And then next time the leg comes up, let yourself be feeling the hips, the ribs, the shoulders. And then gently release. Let the legs stretch out long. Legs can shake out. Again, I'm going to bend the knees, strap the foot. It's my right foot that I have up. And I'll just let that right leg open to my right and cross towards my left. And it's just going to open and close a few times, light and easy in movement. But I'll focus on bringing the leg across to the left of me. I'll hold the strap in the right hand. I'm going to let my left knee cross to the right. My right leg's crossing to the left. And just really pressing out long through the heel of that foot. And then just let the legs stay as they are. You'll just release the strap and let that right knee bend over the left. And can you gently bring those knees up towards you? So these are the legs of cow face pose. Let your facial muscles just soften and relax. Neck and shoulders are relaxed. Again, I invite us all to focus more on feeling how the head sinks into the mat. The ribs, the shoulders sink into the mat. And the hips. It's an opportunity to realign the joints of the body. I'm going to keep hold of my right leg and just let my left foot come down onto the floor, and I'm just going to shift into the eye of the needle. So my right ankles come onto that left thigh. My right hand just lightly invites the knee to open. And when and if it's comfortable for you, could you lift off the left foot? You can embrace both arms and just hold them, or you can hold on behind the left thigh, or thread the needle, right arm under the right leg, left on top. And then gently, if you would, let that go. Let those legs, both of them, lengthen and stretch out long for a moment. Maybe shake them out a little bit. And then the knees will bend with feet to floor. And here we go. Left foot with the strap. Easy as you hold, and just let that leg go left of you a bit and right of you a bit. And so here we go. Left leg crosses to the right. Crossing, crossing, crossing. Right knee's going to cross to the left. And I'm going to let my left hand hold the strap so I take a nice long stretch. I'm going to keep the legs like this. In that my left leg's going to be on top. I'm going to let the foot drop. I have my legs crossed one over the other here, left over right. I'll bring my knees up. It's the legs of cow face pose, and we're embracing serenity. Soft release. Here goes my right foot to the floor. And left ankle on the right thigh, and I'm just going to use my left hand to invite the knee to open. And then completely an individual choice. You can stay here, eye of the needle, or bring off the right foot. Hold any way you wish to have the sense that for you, you're moving through the eye of the needle. And then gently let the right foot down. We'll take out both legs, let them lengthen and stretch long. We'll keep ourselves close to the ground, but we'll take a rotation and be on our side. So come on to the side that's comfortable for you to start with. I'm going to let my bottom arm go out nice and long. My top arm, my palm's going to be on the floor, so I have a little bit of support, and I'll lengthen through my legs. When I come to rest on my side, it's comfortable, so I'm not hard onto my hip, just nice and long. Flex the top foot. It's a little bit behind the bottom leg, and 9 times, if you would, lengthen and inhale. Let that leg rise. Exhale to lower. It's our side half locust. Now really take your time. Feel that you can lengthen the leg. We're creating space and distance between the thigh bone and the hip bones. And as you come up on the 9th time, just lengthen and hold. Could you take the top hand off the floor to balance and lengthen that arm to meet your bottom arm? And then gently release. And I'll let my 2 legs come together, and just 3 times, let them both rise up. So inhale to lift 1, and float down, and to lift 2. And to come up a 3rd and final time, and again to hold. And again, the challenge would be, could my hand come free? And can my top arm reach over to meet my bottom? And let that go. I'll let my knees bend. I'm coming up. I'm switching sides again. Please make certain you're comfortable on whatever side you're going to be. Comfortable with how you set yourself up. The bottom arm goes out long. I can shift on my hips a little bit so that when I come to rest on them, it doesn't feel like torture. It's just comfortable. Bottom leg, soft. Top leg, a little bit behind the bottom leg. Flex the foot, inhale to lift, and again, just 9 times. This will be my 9th one. I'm going to bring it up to stay. I'm going to lengthen. Could my top hand come up off the floor and lengthen long to meet the bottom arm? And then gently let that release. The 2 legs are together just 3 times. Inhale, lift, and lower, to lift, and lower. And when I lift, it's to stay. I'm taking my top arm again, just testing out my balance, reaching it overhead. And as I float down, I'm going to come right onto my tummy, finishing up that locust, stacking the hands, palms down to the floor so I have a nice comfortable rest for my head, lengthening the legs. Let's anchor the left leg, and 9 times it's the right leg. Let it lengthen if you wish, or lengthen and lift. 1. When the leg comes up, we'll hold it, lengthen, and hold. And as you release it down, let the two legs shake out a little bit. Anchor the right leg. Lengthen the left leg. Inhale, lifting, 1, and exhale, lower. Last time, lengthen, lift, and hold. And then gently float down and relax. Hands come under the shoulders, palms to the floor. Let your neck lengthen. You might imagine pushing a little peanut or maybe a marble out of the way with the tip of your nose. So you slowly let the head rise up. Come onto the elbows and forearms. Be soft and comfortable. Shoulders are relaxed. As you start in your Sphinx pose, just notice where you feel any tightness or restriction. And remember that you can move smaller. You can ease your body into it. You can work with a slow, deep breath. See if that makes a difference in just inviting the body into
Sound very low
comfortable pose.
for us on Zoom. Can you hear her properly?
And as you exhale, lengthen, let yourself fold down and shift into a modified cobra. The arms go out in front. They create a diamond-like shape, so elbows out to the side. My thumbs are touching. Again, I'll lengthen through the head and neck as I inhale and start to slowly draw up the head. And then I can stay down on my elbows or gently start to straighten those arms up, lengthening. Again, just inviting the movement with the breath. And as you exhale, lengthen, let yourself float back down. Okay, a little bit different, moving into that frog. So we'll return to our Sphinx. Elbows and forearms coming in. Shoulders are soft and relaxed. I'm going to be on my right elbow and forearm first and shift onto my right hip and thigh. Straighten the left arm a little bit and just slowly let that left knee bend. It's not quite at 90 degrees, it's below my hip, but my foot's flexed and I'm looking towards my toes. And then I'll gently come in and return to my Sphinx. Again, holding and comfortable. No tension or strain. The head and neck are comfortable. Onto the left forearm, onto the left leg, onto that left hip, maybe straightening that right arm. I'm going to slowly slide or bend out my right knee, lengthen my trunk, and look back over my shoulder to my foot. And gently come back into that Sphinx. Let yourself just hold on here for one more moment as you take a breath. And then gently let your trunk relax down. Now, it is a movement through the head and the neck, hopefully a comfortable stretch. You want to lengthen your head and neck, turn the head left. I'm going to let my right arm reach out from my right shoulder. Right arm straight out, it's half of a letter T. And my left hand's going to come and rest across the small of my back or on my hips. Just let your right hand slide in to be beside the leg and hip, and let the left arm drop down. Take your time. You're going to lengthen the head and neck through neutral. Turn the head to the right. Left arm's going to open out at the left side of us. Palm down into the floor. You're half of a letter T. And the right hand's going to come up and rest on the small of the back. Then let there be a slow transition of bringing the right arm down, the left arm in, the head to neutral. I'll take both of my hands back beside my legs, palms down into the floor. The legs are nice and long. Lengthen the head, neck, and shoulders. Can you bring up the head, shoulders, chest? Can you bring up the feet, legs, knees into that full locust? As you float yourself back down, let there be a little bit of momentum here. My hands come wide, palms to the floor, knees are bent, my feet are up. I'm going to push myself up. I'm going to just be on hands and knees for a moment, getting comfortable. I'm going to keep my knees and my hips where they are, so hips up, but I'll fold my chest and bring my trunk down to the floor. Now my hands could stack to be a little pillow for my forehead, or I could skip that, my choice. As you're here, take a moment to really breathe long through your lungs and your ribs. So you want to feel that your rib cage can be expansive. Expansive to the top of it and the bottom of it, the wideness of it right to left, and then as well the front to back of it. So just expansive as you're breathing here. And as you exhale, just slowly let those hips come down to meet the feet, truly coming into a child's pose. The hands can stack to be that pillow for the forehead, or your hands might reach in front of you. Please make it comfortable for you. Slowly, as you inhale, come up to hands and knees. Take 3 cats and cows. Inhale, tilt and lift. Exhale, tuck and round. Third and final, as you're rounding, curl the feet, lift the hips, downward dog. You might lightly pedal through the knees and the feet, just inviting an ease of movement here and a release into it, so that ultimately the soles of the feet stand to the floor and you get this lengthening stretch down the back heel into the back of the calf. And then as you exhale, float down to the knees and back into that child's pose. 3 poses, 3 times. Rising up to hands and knees to cat and cow. Next time you're rounding, round up into downward facing dog. Now again, you can lightly pedal through the feet. The intention is to find a way to be at ease in the pose, lengthening, feeling that the heels of the feet draw back as well as down. And then relax the knees, and we're into that child's pose again. Third and final time. Rising up to hands and knees to cat and cow 3 times. And then here we go as we exhale and round. Let the feet curl, and we're into that downward dog. Again, you can lightly pedal the feet, but think about the heels drawing back and down. I'm going to gently walk my hands back to meet my feet and let my knees be soft. I'm here in a standing forward bend. I'm just going to lightly let my head nod yes and no, and the shoulders are relaxed. And I'll take the time to spread my toes apart and feel that my heels are truly going back and down, and that my arches are active. And then with knees soft, I'll roll up and I'll just be standing, arms at my side in mountain pose. Nice long tall bodies. I'm going to take my left hand behind my back and my right arm reaches out nice and long. Inhaling, and as you exhale, rotate to your left. Beautiful. 3 times. Inhale back out. And exhale, lengthen, lift, rotate. Beautiful. Last one. Think about really drawing upward, 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 and inward as you rotate, and hold. Now I'm going to try to keep my eyes on those right fingers. My right arm's going to open back, back, back. My left arm's going out in front. I look like a letter T, and I'm looking to the wall that is my right. Inhale up center, look to the wall left. Beautiful. Inhale up. Wall right, and I'm up, and I'm wall left to stay. My left hand returns to the small of my back. My right arm returns to where it was, that nice long rotation. Left is my point of focus. I'm going to come back to center, and just think about keeping the hips where they are. I could roll down towards my feet, really pulling my navel in deeply to get there. And once I'm down, I'll let my head and neck just again nod gently, yes and no. My right hand could be resting anywhere I'd like to put it, but it's a little bit over to the left of center, so it could be on my foot or on my ankle, on my shin, on my thigh. My left hand's going to come onto my back, and I'm just going to lengthen and slowly rotate my head, shoulders, and chest to look to that left wall. Could that left arm reach up to the ceiling? Mine really doesn't like to do that any longer, so always respect your body, especially those joints, and be in the pose that speaks to you. And just soft knees as you come center. Again, take your time, maybe spread the toes, feel the heels, the arches. When you're ready, roll up. We're standing tall in mountain. Right hand's behind the back, left arm reaches out, lengthen up, 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 up. Exhale to the right. Beautiful. Inhale. Lengthen up and exhale right. Inhale. And lengthen and exhale. Hold here a moment. Just feel your body in a nice, easy rotation. You can see different spots in the room, different perspectives. And then here we go. Left arm's opening, back, back, back. To my left, right arm's going to reach out. I'm looking left. Inhale, up center. Exhale, look right. Up center. Look left. And up center, I'm going to look right and hold. I'm taking my right arm again back to where it was, against my back. Left arm's going to reach out nice and long. And when I come back to neutral center again, I'm going to roll down these first couple of times. Really draw my navel in and up and roll down, trying to keep the hips exactly where they are. Left hand is going to cross, is going to be right of center. It could be on my foot, it can be on my ankle, it can be on my leg, it can be on my thigh. My right hand's going to be on my hip. I'm thinking about lengthening my trunk and then rotating right. Ribs, shoulders, head. Could the right arm reach to the sky? Totally your choice. Make it comfortable for you. And then soften to release. Let the knees stay soft and gently roll up. Head, neck, shoulders, chest. Here's our mountain. Inhale the arms sky. And exhale, open right. Inhale up. Open left. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more in each direction. Lovely. And when you finish and you come to your center neutral, let your palms come into your heart, weights into the heels as you drop back into a chair. And so just see how this feels for you. It doesn't have to be aggressive. Just let yourself start to get more and more comfortable. Can you start to lower the sits bones a little bit more? Lower the sits bones a little bit more. And then gently fold into a forward bend. I'm going to bend and straighten my knees 3 times. 1, 2, and a 3. My knees will be soft. I'll roll up. Relax the shoulders at the top. Let the body lengthen, lift. Inhale, arms up. Go left. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale up. Exhale right. Taking a deep breath. One more in each direction. Really press out the breath. Think about it being an easy massage through the whole body. You come to center, palms to the heart. We're sitting into that chair. And again, I'm going to focus at my heels and my sits bones and think about dropping my sits bones a little deeper and a little deeper. Beautiful. Let those hands come down. I'm going to bend and straighten just 3 times here. 1, 2, 3. And then soft knees, roll it up. I'm at the top. I'm relaxing my shoulders. I'll take my arms up. And one last time, go right first. Exhale. Inhale. Last one in each direction. Beautiful. And when you come back to center, it's a final time coming into that chair. Soft, easy, and comfortable for us all. Make certain you find a way to be at ease in your knees, your shoulders, and your trunk. And then fold into the forward bend. Just let those knees bend and straighten 3 times. And then just move easily and gently with me. Soft knees. Could your hands walk you out? And can you take yourself into a nice, long, strong plank? Let your legs lengthen as you breathe and hold. Soften at the knees. Draw back the hips. It's a long child's pose. Arms staying forward. Rising back up again. Hands and knees to plank. Now I could pivot just the way I am and go to my left. I can also lower my right knee, prop my left leg, and then rotate left. It's left arm up, straight up from your shoulder as you breathe. Beautiful. And we're coming down. We'll take the soft knees, take the long child's pose, lengthen and stretch. Inhaling up, take that plank. Feel strong in the arms, long through your body. Remember, I can pivot to the right as I am. I can add the support, left knee, right leg, and then pivot right, right arm sky as we hold. Beautiful. And returning back, lower the knees, take that child's pose, long lengthening stretch. And as you inhale, come up, and we'll finish this part with the eye of the needle. So right arm reaches under left. Think about really outreaching that right arm, reaching, resting to the right side of the head comfortably. Now the left palm stays on the floor to start. My left fingers could inch up towards the top of my mat, and it just provides me with a long stretch on the side of the left ribs. If I have a happy, healthy neck, my arms could kind of ease over towards the right, walking those fingers right of me. I start to rotate. If I'd like a bigger rotation, it's my left hand up on my hip. Recover left palm to floor for support. And gently unwind. Let yourself just rest back in a child's pose for a moment. And then slowly come up, hands and knees. I'm going to keep my right palm on the floor, let my left arm come under. Again, just get comfortable as you really outreach that left arm. And at first, just use the right palm to give you support. And those right fingers could walk up to the top of the mat. They could walk towards the left corner of the mat. If I'm super flexible and comfortable with it, my hand could come onto the small of my back, but please make certain your neck at all times is guiding you in your practice. Return the right palm to the floor for support. And gently let yourself come on up. Now we'll come and sit back for a moment. So just get comfortable as you ease your hips down onto your mat. And come, if you would, with the soles of the feet together in a cobbler's pose. And I'm going to hold on to my cobbler's pose with my hands on my shins and just invite my back to lengthen up. Head and neck could be long and comfortable. I'm going to hold my left hand on my left leg and just slowly let the right arm scoop up. And then right hand will hold me. And my left arm will lengthen and scoop up. Beautiful. And I'll bring that down and I'll change. I'll let both legs go out long into a staff. I can scoop back the flesh of my buttock if I like, but I'm sitting as tall as I can, using my fingertips in support. And keeping those right fingers down, can the left arm scoop up? Beautiful. And left fingers down, and then the right arm scoops up. And then just be comfortable. Both hands on the floor, but let your legs, your thighs be active and strong. Really flex your feet. Feel that you're drawing the toes to your face. And then gently release. I'll let my right leg open out and my left knee bend in. Please make it comfortable. I'll bring in the right foot second. And as you're getting comfortable, just let your hands walk you out a little bit in front so we lengthen through the trunk. I'm walking my hands back and I'm letting my left elbow come down on my left thigh and my right hand and my right knee. I'm just going to open my trunk and look to my right just a little bit. And then let that right arm come up and overhead in a nice long side stretch. And as I come up, I'll let my right leg open out to my right side and just lengthen and let my hands and fingers walk towards those toes. Take both arms a little bit left of the right leg, allowing my right arm to come inside that right leg and my left hand to come over onto my left thigh. I'm going to press into it, lengthen my trunk, and now look left. And could that left arm come up and overhead? Beautiful. And as you inhale to come up, just invite this right foot to come on in and just stand on the mat for a moment in front of you. And lift up your right toes, and I'm going to take hold of my toes. Big toe and second toe. One's moving forward, one's moving down or back. And then switch toes. 2s and 3s are going front to back. And 3s to 4, front to back. And 4 to 5. One's front, one's back. And then 4 and 5 are apart and together. And 3 and 4 apart and together. 2 and 3 apart and together. And 1 and 2 apart and together. And I'll take my right hand down the front of my right foot, small finger into small toe space, ring finger, middle finger, index finger. And just take a little stretch in that right foot. And as you let that release, take both legs out and be in that nice, long, tall staff for a moment. And you might notice that your right foot actually feels a little bit different from the left. Stand on the left hand, scoop up the right arm, nice long lift. And the right hand comes down, scoop up the left. Beautiful. Coming center as we sit tall. I'm going to let my left leg go out, my right knee bend in, left knee bend in. And again, just lengthen, take a moment to walk out a bit. Let the hands walk in. Right elbow on the right thigh. Left hands over on the left knee. Just gently open left. I'm opening left. There goes my left arm overhead. And as you come on up, you just gently let the left leg go out. And we're going to face the left leg and just walk ourselves forward a little bit. Both hands a little bit right of that left leg. Okay, here we go. Left arm's inside. Right hand's over the right knee. Lengthen, open, reach that right arm overhead. And then gently bring yourself up. And as you come up, bring this left foot in. And remember, it's the same little play with the foot. I'm going to take my toes. One toe, I'm at my big toe to start. One toe's forward, one toe's back. Just front to back. And then switch toes 2 and 3. And switch toes 3 and 4. And toes 4 and 5. And then 4 and 5, open and close. And the next one's open and close, open and close, open and close. And then your fingers, small finger, ring finger. It's the left hand coming from the front of the left foot. And again, I just might squeeze and release my toes around my fingers a couple of times. And as you let that go, and you let those legs now stretch out, hopefully both feet feeling fairly even or the same. Fingertips to the side, lengthen tall, staff pose. Soles of the feet together, cobbler's pose. But I'll let my feet stay in front of me, ease back my hips a bit, and let my upper body round into bound angle, forward fold. Let yourself have a slow release from it, palms to the floor. You can walk the hands back, draw the abdomen in and up, and come to lie down onto the floor. As you do so, let's come back to that pose of awareness with knees bent and feet on the floor. And take your time just lengthening through your back and your trunk. Finding a way to rest the body so that the back of the head comfortably just comes or melts or sinks into your mat, along with your shoulders and your ribs, your arms, hands, fingers, and you feel a heaviness in the pelvis. Now we'll keep the knees bent, feet to the floor, pose of awareness, and just focus with the upper body. take a deep breath and bring your awareness to the point between the eyebrows. So you're really drawing the breath in through the nose and feeling the power of the breath gathering at that space, the bridge of the nose. Invite that part of the face to soften and relax. And the deep within the brain, we soften and relax as well. Come to the base of the throat. Same thing. Take a breath there. You might swallow and release through there. Just invite your attention, base of the throat, and that it can soften and relax. Bring awareness to your two shoulders, right and left, and feel the backs of your shoulders come heavy into the floor, just really sinking them into the mat. And as they soften and sink, feel the same at the elbows and the wrist, the hands, the fingers. Bring awareness to the heart center and take a slow, deep breath into the heart. Bring your awareness to your navel and take a slow, deep breath there. And then bring awareness to the perineum, tailbone. Invite the breath to move deeply to that part of you, creating length through the spinal column. And as you release and let go, let your legs stretch out and just feel a heaviness running through the thighs, the legs, to the ankles, feet, and toes. With your next breath, just let palms come to the heart. Now you may find it's helpful to reconnect to your intention. That might be the intention with which you'd like to end your day as well. You could always repeat it to yourself. And feel the power of that intention as it moves through your practice with you. And then take a moment to look within your heart center and to behold your own true essence. We bring our practice to a close, honoring the true essence within oneself and within all who have joined with us today. Namaste. Please take your time, and just when you're ready, bend the knees, and you could always go back to moving the knees and feet a couple of times before you head out, or maybe just resting to your side. But really make certain that you always feel you're ready to go out and face the world. And I thank you.